I'm my beloved and he is mine. His banner over me is love. I'm my beloved and he is mine. His banner over me is love. His banner over me is love. He brings me to his banqueting table. His banner over me is love. He walks me to his banqueting table. His banner over me is love. He brings me to his banqueting table. His banner over me is love. His banner over me is love. Yeshua is the rock of my salvation. His banner over me is love. Yeshua is the rock of my salvation. His banner over me is love. Yeshua is the rock of my salvation. His banner over me is love. His banner over me is love.
Praise the higher. Children of Israel are here. Mount Hor. We're going inside the tomb to pray for our brother Aaron. Holy land, Kadesh. We are in Kadesh. And as you know, Mount Hor is at the border of the children of Israel heritage. So we're still within the borders, but this is one of the borders.
Shabbat Shamayim, Kwadash Haya, Shamka Haya, Malak Wafka, Thabavat Zawanka, Haya Aisha, Baharat Zah. Kawahaya, Bashmaya, Nathan Lanawa, Lakan Kalyawam, Wasalat Nawa, Khawaf Nawa, Kasalat Nawa, Kawaf Nawa, Sabayanawa, Minasaya Wapamba, Hawashinawa, Mayarai, Kayalaka, Hamlakwas, Wahala. Wahasaparas wa awalam Amen.
Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. Praise the Messiah.
All glory and praise to Ahaya Shahaya, Bahashmishaya, Wakodashawak.
Judah, sound the trumpet!
in control. I got Satan on my trail, but I'm singing all is well. He's attacking every day, but I'm watching while I pray. No matter the attack, I won't turn back. This means war. Yeah. This means war. This generation is coming soon. This means war. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. This means war. This is war. I walked out of that alone. Your shiner's armor on. I praise on my lips. Your strength on my hips. Weapon form will prosper, cause the higher is my father. No matter the attack, I won't turn back. This means war. This means war. His giant coming soon, my savior. This means war. This means war. Are you ready? I plead the blood. I plead the blood. If you wasn't for his love, I plead the blood. Shed himself for my sins. I plead the blood. Mr. Coming down, you died on the supposed ride. You glorious in the arrow. You shadowing with greatness and strength. Who's the coming from Edom? With thy garments of full dry, you glorious in the arrow. You traveling with greatness and strength. Know what it is. Yeah. This is war. Your Shire's coming soon. Get ready, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Get out of Babylon and get within the waters. Cause you can't have my family. You can't have the victory. Yeshaya brings a million. Yeshaya. There's power and dominion. The blood. I plead the blood. We're gonna break this thing down. Praise the higher. Praise the higher. Praise the higher. Hey. Come on, love. We're gonna do the Jordan strike. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
He's bringing all the nations to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yes, the valley of decision. Praise the Hayah. Whose side are you on? Are you coming to the valley of Jehoshaphat? The valley of decision? Whose side are you on?
Singing
stuff.
Praise Ahaya Bahashim Yeshaya Wakwadash Wawak Shalom Israel. I give all honor and glory and praise to Ahaya. Bless the holy name of Ahaya. I pray you all are doing well and are preparing. As we can see, a lot is going on, and it's not going to stop. Because we are in the time of the coming of our Savior. Yeshaya is coming. Ooh, ooh. Praise the Hayah Bahashim Yeshaya. Yeshaya is coming, brothers and sisters. And I urge you all that you're getting prepared. Get up out of Babylon. Get prepared. Get prepared. I wanted to come before you to do the Nappy Hair Chronicles, chronicalizing the awakening of the children of Israel and the coming of our Savior, the Mashiach, Yeshaya. Praise the higher. So, you know, what's going on in the news? There's a lot going on, brothers and sisters. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All I can say is praise the higher. I'm not going to be on too long, but I did want to come on because I didn't come on for the Bible study, which I will come on next week. But praise the higher, and I wanted to just like talk about the news because there's a lot going on, like what's going on in North Carolina. You know, playing a video on that. I'm sorry, guys. You know, my bedtime. I go to bed early, sorry, because I wake up really early. So, but I wanted to say, yeah, you know, what's going on they're displacing people in North Carolina, you know, due to these unnatural disasters and hurricanes and, you know, all kind of stuff that they're cooking up. And I want to show you, you know, the video of the sister who is in the area, you know, so, but I just want to reiterate, brothers and sisters, you know, most of this news is geared towards Babylon. But I have some pictures or some short videos of what took place here in Jordan when the rockets were flying over Jordan a day ago or a day or two ago. So I wanted to show those videos because just to let you know that it's real, and we do know that you know, there will be disruptions here as well. You know, but I urge our people not to be shaken. You know, don't be so afraid. Oh, don't go to Jordan. You know, because America is going to be the one that gets hit. And the reason why I like to focus on the news in America is because of Bible prophecy. Babylon the Great is falling, and that eventually it'll be taken down, the great earthquake that needs to happen, and also Iran, you know, that's the prophecy that we all know to look for. Along with the Elon Musk with the and the right Neuralink and all that stuff. So, you know, it's right in our midst and right in our faces. So I pray that you're getting out of Babylon, you're preparing, and even those who are here in Jordan, that they are preparing to make moves to get out of harm's way, to get down, you know, close to Kadesh, you know, and, you know, just somewhere that's more secure. So, I say this to people, I've been saying it for I'm sorry. Ooh, excuse me. I'm tired. I've been saying this for some months now, you know, to get out of harm's way and prepare, as I have been doing as well. So I just wanted to reiterate that. But I do want to show these shorts videos just of what happened here in Amman and to get a taste of what it's going to be like. And this is not to scare, of course, I'm not trying to scare you guys to tell y'all not to come. Your faith must, supersede any fear, and your fear should be with a higher more than anything. Disobeying him should supersede, any fear that you have, any worldly fears. Okay? The fear of a higher with, fear and trembling. He said, with fear and trembling, we must, fear him and obey him. So that fear should override any other fear, of the flesh or anything, because we know a higher is in control of all things. So let me pull up some of the very short videos, but just so you can get an idea of what is going on here in Amen. So this is one. I have a few, so I'll just show them quickly. Okay, so this is what it was like here the other night when initially Israel big those rockets are actually. Yeah, these are very short videos. My friend sent them, so I'm glad to even have them, but they're very short. But to give you a glimpse, Look how big this thing is. Let me show that one again. Because look at the people on the side over here. So you can see how big this thing is. Yeah, so there was no casualties. I believe a few were hurt. A few people were hurt in Amman, but there were no casualties. Praise the higher. Yeah. And this is the last one that I have. So just so you can see. This is, you can see how many rockets they were shooting over the airwaves of Amman. So it would be pretty serious, and that's why the scripture says, these shall escape Edom, Moab, and the chief children of Amman. So there is going to be, destruction here in Amman, but he said these will escape out of his hands, Edom, Moab, and the chief children. So that lets you know there will be some things going on in Amman. And this is why I be urging our brothers and sisters who are here in Jordan to make sure that they start to make moves and get up out of harm's way. Now, they can drag this thing on because they like to do that. Drag things on for a while, but I wouldn't take any chances. Definitely, start to, put yourself in position that you can move quickly. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, just so you can get a glimpse. So even if you know that you got to leave Babylon and you come in this way, just be prepared. You understand what's going on. It's not a light matter. We are in the time of the coming of Yeshua. He is coming, and it's going to be destruction, war, and Jacob's trouble. This is the main part of it. It's our trouble, because we are in no ways prepared for what's about to come. We can only trust in the higher, do what he says do, and keep the Lord's statutes and commandments with all our heart, minds, and souls. And this is what I urge everyone to start doing. Really, really, really. Make sure you're on the correct holy days. Don't come out here being on the wrong holy days, not knowing his calendar, not calling on the right power, and, doing all these kind of things, because Most High is not going to have it. And, he does give grace to some people, but there has a lot who have fallen by the wayside, and it's definitely for these reasons. So just be very careful as you're making your way out of Babylon to make sure you understand. You need to understand the power you're serving. His name is Ahaya, Ashur Ahaya. That's the power that's calling the children of Israel out of Babylon. You must know his name. You must know his laws, statutes, and commandments, his holy days. It's not the same power as the Jewish people keeping it in Israel. It's not that power. It's not the J word power. It's not, the Muslims or the Buddhists. He's his own entity. His name is Ahaya. His son is Yeshaya. And he said, we must worship him. If you're coming into this wilderness in Jordan, you must know the right power to be serving and get the right information. Okay, so I wanted to show you those videos really quickly. And then I wanted to talk about the news. I want to show you the sister she's always talking about. But the hurricane, Helena, is still in effect. People are still being affected. And a lot of people, loved ones are missing. They don't know if they are, still with us or not. They don't know what happened. And it's during these times, brothers and sisters, that these natural disasters are designed to displace people and put them in shelters and, taking the homes and all kind of stuff. And you'll hear it come out with the news that these people are giving. My regulars that I always post. Excuse me, hold on. So first, let me play the first video of the sister, and she's giving you information on Hurricane Helena, how people are being evacuated in Atlanta, now where they're being evacuated to, probably FEMA shelters and things like that. And this is how they have been doing our people slowly but surely. And I even think in Hawaii, that whole thing was a test, and how they take over land and displace people, putting them in FEMA shelters, and then you are forced to be chipped. You are forced to be, take the mark of the beast. In that way, because now you're under their ruling, okay? All right, so let me just play this first bit of news. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
Oh, child. What's up, fam? Welcome back to the channel. So a lot is happening. I know I just uploaded a video. I want to thank the ones that sent me this in my email. I actually recorded that last night, but didn't want to do another video. And I was waiting for today to do it. I actually was headed home to do it. And then I checked my email because I have internet now. Y'all, it's too much going on. It's too much happening. Okay. We are still dealing with Hurricane Helene in many parts of the United States. We are still dealing with, especially here in the western portion of North Carolina, there are people that cannot access
I just found the wildest plugin that's got me feeling like a big old kid all over again.
This is the first time I'm seeing something like this.
All you gotta do right here is just let the octopus generate. Already, it just sounds super fire.
Their loved ones, they don't know if they are living or if they are gone. They don't know anything at this point, and it's frustrating to a lot of people. A lot of people are hungry. A lot of people are tired. A lot of people are short patient because I ran into a few people today when I was doing Uber Eats, you know, getting frustrated with the cashiers and stuff like that. So tensions are really, really high. I'm constantly seeing emergency workers. Today, I just saw a bunch of emergency workers that it had to have been 10 vehicles, and they all had those boats, those rubber boats or whatever, the rescue boats. So I'm just praying that whoever they was headed to is okay. We have lost firemen, we have lost policemen, we have lost a lot of people. And it's feared that a lot more will be lost once this thing is, you know, once they're able to reach areas that they cannot reach. There are people who say, you know, FEMA's just not there for them in Western North Carolina. They said FEMA has not set up anywhere. They've not dropped anything off, you know, into the hilly areas where people cannot get out. I know they're working on that part of it with dropping aid in to people, but I mean, they don't know if people are there or not, if they got swept away. So a lot is happening. And then I turned on the news last night because, like I said, we have internet now. And thank y'all for your support. Thank you for your prayers. I'm doing okay. I am better than 40 minutes for me, because 40 minutes for me is Asheville. Okay, so I'm doing better than them. But communication is down. Now there is cell service, Verizon and others that are having issues, which I'm still having bad connections. Right now, my husband is home. For those of you who want to know, he is home. He made it home safely. But today he is at our other property. He went in, you know, with his dad, and they got 10 acres that sits right behind his grandmother's property. So he went up there today, and he was like, oh my goodness, it's bad up there. It's bad in Lenore. It is bad. He was like, trees are down on the 10 acres that he bought with his dad, trees everywhere. They don't have phone service. I don't even know if they have water, although up there they have well water. But anyway, a lot of people are without, their stores are closed, grocery stores, etc. They are shut down. They don't have power. So everyone is going to the next town. The next town is Hickory. Okay. Hickory's being overwhelmed right now. I mean, smashed. Hickory is being hit hard. Mind you, there are trees down in Hickory, North Carolina, everywhere I go when I'm delivering. Either rerouting, etc. I'm gonna get to this story, but I need to give you an update of what I know that's happening, because so much is happening. I'll probably be live again tonight. So definitely turn your notifications on and hit the like button so this video get out to more people, so more people will know and understand this thing is real. It may be fine where you are, it may be sunny. Heck, it may be sunny here and there. Here today has been a cloudy day. It looked like it want to rain. I hope that it does not, for the sake of what is happening in Atlanta, is the city that this story is about. But here, I mean, it's a lot to take in, and people are getting overwhelmed, my daughter being one of them. Okay, so I had to go pick her up because she just became overwhelmed, working all yesterday, working today, and nonstop. I mean, cars wrapped around the building, like no break at all. A lot of people are not prepared for that, because I've seen other young adults in different restaurants, and you can see the and the redness in their face because they just feel stressed and overwhelmed, you know. And it's easy to say, suck it up, you know, you got to do what you got to do. But your mental health is just as important as anything else. So happening, because when I saw this, I said, are you serious? Is this something out of sci-fi? Like, can we catch a break? Jesus, we all need to get on our knees and pray, because things are happening right now and I don't understand. And it's not for me to understand. It's just for me to bring it to you. You do what you want to do with it. Hey to everybody in the chat. I will try to get to the chat when I am done, but I have so many other stories that I have to get to. I have to bring them to you guys. Let's share it. See if I can make myself smaller and make it bigger. Okay, so that's where I'll be at. Here. Give me 1 second. Make sure my volume is up. So that was video someone shot sitting in their car of this plume of smoke, fog, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to get into what happened. Let me pause that. Did it pause? Yeah. No, it didn't.
Right here in this.
Okay, so I lost the story. Where in the world did the story go? Hold on. Let me stop sharing for 1 second. Fine. It's busy. It's busy. It's a busy time. I apologize. I had the story up. I don't know. It jumped. I guess I took too long. Okay, so here we go. Let me share this with y'all. Let me make it bigger first so I can see it, and then share it so you can see it.
Let me move this.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
لطفا ما بعد يعيشون
It's to happen with it could be seen for miles. Interstate 20 was shut down. In both directions in the area, the Georgia Department of Transportation said in a post on Twitter, X, report said traffic was snarled as vehicles. So what is going to happen if it rains in Atlanta and this stuff is in the air? And what is going to happen with people and animals as well? And will it be like East Palestine where they burnt off the plume and then told people, oh, it's fine, you're going to be fine. And then people ended up with issues with their breathing, with their eyes, and their animals dying, and the water was not right, but yet they told them everything was fine. Anyway, let me get off of that. The fire ignited when a sprinkler head malfunctioned around 5 a.m. Sunday at a biolab plant in Conyers. Rockdale County Fire Chief told the reporters the malfunction caused water to mix with a water reactive chemical, producing a plume of chemicals. McDaniel said that there were employees inside the plant, but no injuries have been reported at this time. I'm pretty sure them people going to report some injuries later when them side effects from whatever it is they breathe in hit them. The newspaper said the billowing cloud of smoke was visible Sunday afternoon as far as 30 miles away at Atlanta's International Airport, south of the city. It added no injuries were immediately reported. Once we can get that chemical out of the building and allow it to burn off, remember what I said earlier about East Palestine, we'll be in a much better shape. I don't believe so. It's going to disperse more chemicals. McDaniel said she wasn't sure what chemical may have been contained in the plume. Biolab's website says it is the swimming pool and spa water care division of Lawrenceville, Georgia-based KIK Consumer Products. An automated message at the phone number on the parent company's website said it said to call back during business hours. We are actively responding to an occurrence at our facility in Conyers, it says. Our employees are accounted for with no injuries reported. Our team is on the scene working with first responders and local authorities to access and contain the situation. A small fire on the plant's roof was initially contained but reignited on Sunday afternoon. Let's see. He said authorities were trying to get the fire under control and urged people to stay away from the area. People in the northern part of Rockdale County, north of Interstate 20, were ordered to evacuate, and others were told to shelter in place with their windows and their doors closed. Now, how many of y'all know when your neighbor is burning something, wood, trash, whatever, if you know you live out in the country, you know, you close your windows, you close your doors, yet you still can smell that in your home. Yet that still gets into your home. So closing your windows and your doors does not help anybody, but they're saying this to ease people's minds, and hopefully they don't know to understand you're still going to be smelling this. You're still going to be breathing this. Anyway, Sheriff's Office spokesperson Christine Nesbitt did not know the number of people they evacuated, although it covered a large portion of the community of Conyers. Sunday evening, the Newton County School District announced that classes would be canceled on Monday, but out of an abundance of caution for the safety, health, and well-being of all students and staff, we have determined that the best course of action is to close all schools tomorrow, which is today. The Federal Environmental Protection Agency and Georgia Environmental Protection Division were both on site. County Emergency Management Director Sharon Webb said the agencies are monitoring the air to give us more of an idea of what the plume consists of. McDaniel said crews were working on removing the chemical from the building. Remember, they're going to burn that off, y'all, away from the water source. Once the product is contained, the situation will be assessed and officials will let the residents know whether it is safe to return to their home. So people in Atlanta and surrounding areas, some have been evacuated. Some have been told to just stay inside and close your doors and your windows. Y'all, what y'all think of that? I don't know how safe it is to have these buildings like this in the middle of a community. I'm just saying, this, like, looking at that is crazy. Let me see. I had something on my phone. Hold on. See if I can find it. I hope y'all been having a good day.
So this was
so far.
a chemical plant fire in Atlanta.
No, that's not
They
it.
evacuated some people. So that's what she's talking about here.
Oh, God, Jesus. That's
Let's see what she's talking about.
Yeah, y'all can see it. I think it might be showing up dark. Let me just take myself off screen so you can see it.
Collaboration is key for team success. With ClickUp, you can easily manage your team's tasks and timelines in one app.
Up cam. And So someone sent this to my email. This is something that they got, I guess, from the school sending out that the schools are closed or whatever. I don't know if you can see that, and I don't know if I can make it bigger. There we go. Can you see that now?
The schools are closed.
Assistance.
Across the
Franchise. Okay, so let me pull up. Hello to everybody in the chat. Can y'all see that? Put a 1 in the chat, please, before I hit the play button. We're gonna see what it looked like.
This is Georgia plan.
We're gonna see what it looked like. Start my camera back up.
Okay. So all over
the flames are contained and under control due to the foam operations. And we're going to continue those operations until the scene is completely controlled. At this time, there's no known origin.
We have a shelter in place for the entire city of Brunswick throughout our city limits.
Now listen,
as you can
let's
see,
stop it right there. Okay, so you heard that. He has shelter in place for an entire city. They have FEMA shelters in place for an entire city. So this is what they're planning, brothers and sisters. They will, use natural disasters, and I've been saying this for years, to displace people. And they have FEMA shelters in place for a whole city. Let me play that again. Because see, this stuff will just skip right by people. Okay, hold on. And this is how they little by little displacing people.
We work to contact several agencies that are part of our mutual and automatic aid. The goal at this time was to set up a foam operation around the incident, and at this time we are successfully doing that. The latest report that I have is that the flames are contained and under control due to the foam operations, and we're going to continue those operations until the scene is completely controlled. At this time, there's no known origin.
We have a shelter in place for the entire city of Brunswick throughout our city limits. As you can see, the wind continues to change, direction continues to change, and we want every part of our citizenry to be safe.
Okay, so they're using natural disasters to displace people, the unnatural disasters to displace people, putting them into FEMA. You see see that FEMA sign right there? If you could see my pointer, that FEMA whole thing, to displace people, take over their homes and the land, and now you're under FEMA. You will have to take the Elon Musk, chip and things like that as they prepare. This is what they're doing in the States, brothers. This is why the Most High said, come out of her, my people. You're not going to be able to control when this thing hits your city or your state. They're doing this little bit, and they've been doing this for a couple of years now. I've been making videos about these unnatural disasters and how they be relocating people, but they don't say, nobody's saying nothing. All they know, family members don't know where their family members are. You don't know what happened to people. It's a lot of that missing going on. And now you just heard it out the man's mouth. They have, a set up for a whole city. So they're very well prepared. They've already prepared, brothers and sisters. And how you say Agenda 21, where certain locations, they are already, setting up to, take over these areas. And when that unnatural earthquake in Revelation 18 comes about, they will displace people, move them into these areas because they already have this thing mapped out on what is going to be still standing in the time. And these will be the location where people will be shipped, but everything will move over into Europe. America will not be even an issue anymore. And y'all have to get out before. Now, in the meantime, it's going to be flaring up here. It's going to look so bad that you're not going to want to leave. And this is what they're doing right now. They're making this look so bad. But even a Edomite that I know that lives here, she's, half Jordanian and half American. She's saying it's all planned. It's all a farce. She believes they all in it together because she doesn't understand why they are allowing, like, places in the Middle East, these countries are doing nothing to help Palestine. So, brothers and sisters, a lot of this stuff is staged. You don't know what is what, but they are dismantling America little by little. And they're going to do a Hollywood production over here. And not saying that stuff is not happening here, brothers and sisters, but they definitely going to make sure you don't want to come here. And that's why, like I told you, me trying to convince my friends and family, they're beheading people. All for years, they've been showing people being beheaded, and it was all fake, lining bodies up and, things like that, just to deter our people from even considering. They don't want you to even consider coming over here. This is the place where the Most High tells you you're going to be safe. They will do anything and everything that they can do to make sure Israel do not get within the borders. So all this propaganda, guys, is geared towards us and our people. And I'm reminding myself, even with the whole Kamala Harris. Now, I don't know if y'all watching, I haven't even like separated her videos, but Candace Owens is back on, and she is going in on Kamala Harris and how fake her whole birth and who her father is. It's all a lie. Really, now you have to look at this. I don't know. Y'all can go on Candace Owens' page and look from episode 70 up until like she's up to about 76 or 75 now. Starting at 70, she's really tearing down Kamala Harris' family line and how they're trying to claim that she's black, and she's not black. Her father is European. Judge Brown, he blew the whistle. He met Kamala's father, that he knows he's a Caucasian man. So like they're doing everything to, appease to the black, Americans in America to get their vote to vote for Kamala. They're even trying to lie and say that she's black and hide the fact that she's, who her parents are, who her grandparents are. It's a big scandal going on. This is the focus, and this is how much, how I want to word this. This is how much effort they are putting in to keep our people, under, under guys, like we don't know what's going on. And because they're so used to us being asleep, this is the thing. For all these years, 400 years, they've been doing the same kind of thing as what I've been telling y'all. They just got caught in the act of the infiltration with our brothers. They just caught in the act of it. They've been usually doing this stuff with Martin Luther King, all the men, Malcolm X, W.E.D. Du Bois, like they all were in these secret societies. They all were taken down. It was all propaganda going on for years and hundreds of years. Now they're getting caught in the act because the Most High is taking, waking us up, bringing us back our memories, giving us information. So they're not getting away with this stuff. So Candace Owens is in the midst of blowing Kamala Harris' family heritage out the box right now. They're lying about everything, brothers and sisters. And they're doing it all for you who are sitting in Babylon, keeping y'all still. The same thing is going on with the infiltration. It's all a bunch of lies, brothers and sisters, keeping you from getting to the right place, the right location, with the Bible. And this is why the Most High sent me out the way that he did. Do not let them lie and say, don't go to Jordan. There's only one safe place. That's the only safe place. And all this propaganda, all this stuff that's going on is to keep you still. So that's why, brothers and sisters, y'all must get out of harm's way, get within the borders, and start to prepare. Get yourselves together. Jordan is the safe place. Don't let Elder Ricard lie, make up this big old thing. He know that. He said, he goes into the book of Ezra and brings out the Carmanians or Iran, but he can't tell you that Kadesh is Petra. He can break down the Carmanians is Iran, but he can't break down the scriptures. Kadesh, which means holy, is actually Petra in Mark. So it's all a bunch of lies and foolishness, and people are bought and paid, just like in 70 AD, where it was the elders, and I said this earlier today in one of my shorts. It was the 70 AD, it was the elders and the priests who lied to our people in 70 AD, kept them still until the time of destruction. Nothing is new under the sun. It's the same thing. What was will be. In Ecclesiastes 1:9, the Bible has already described it. It put it in our faces. Brothers and sisters, get out of Babylon. They have infiltrated. The people are taken down. People are bought and paid, and it's not going to change. Get out, get out, get out. Unfortunately, it's Jacob's trouble, so it's our trouble. So yes, it looks like it's horrible over here. It's so bad over here. Don't go over there. But you have to have faith, and you have to go into them scriptures and see where the Most High said to get within his borders. Okay? So, okay, let me just go back. So, and here, I'm just giving you this news of what's going on in America so that it's evident that it's falling apart. They're putting people in FEMA camps, and just because it's not happening to you right now, it's coming, because this is what they're doing. Okay, here we go.
Evacuations are recommended for all areas within a half a mile of the Panova site.
So they blowing
Y'all,
up
that's
these,
crazy.
plants.
That's insane to me. I don't know about to y'all, but that's insane that is happening. So let me see what y'all are saying, because I have to go and do another story.
Well, hurry up. Let me see. Let's see what else.
Oh.
Okay, let's see what's this.
Put a 1 in the chat if you can see that. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see that. And I think it's more than Verizon as well. I heard. So over 100,000 Verizon wireless customers reported experiencing a service outage on Monday morning. Based on down detector outage map, most of the service issues are being reported on the East Coast in cities like New York and Atlanta. There have also been reports of outages in Chicago, Denver, Omaha, and Indianapolis. Verizon users also voiced concerns about signal issues on social media starting around 11 a.m. Several said troubleshooting methods, like cutting your phone off and on, did not appear to help the situation. The wireless company said on Twitter it was aware of an issue impacting customers, and they are working on that issue. This is what they put up. We are aware of an issue impacting service for some customers. Our engineers are engaged, and we are working quickly to identify and solve this issue. So I don't know if that's hacking or if that has to do with Hurricane Helene. To me, I feel like it's the hurricane. Verizon is already working to restore service in areas that were devastated by Hurricane Helene last week. Georgia and North Carolina are among the states that suffered the most damage. I do agree. I do agree. So let me go back up, and then
Okay, so this is the synopsis. Now, it seems like they're testing power outages with the phones, people not being able to communicate, you're not being able to get information on what's going on. North Carolina was hit, and North Carolina was hit from Helena, but then Georgia was hit because of this plant explodes. So they got simultaneously these things going on where people are not, able to contact, reach out, contact, give information. Also, banks are collapsing. Money went to zero in a lot of accounts. And I'm gonna let the other guy tell you about that news. But all this stuff is happening simultaneously, guys, in America. Okay. Babylon the Great is falling. Keep your eyes on the prize, because they want to act like, oh, don't go to Jordan. The world, this thing in the Middle East is so bad, and but everything is stopping because what's going here in the Middle East. But meanwhile, Babylon the Great is deteriorating. It's deteriorating, guys. Get out, get out, get out. Okay? People act like, oh, they don't understand why, because they ain't reading the Bible. And they don't get into the word like they should, else you would know what's going on. Okay? So I really just want to bring these things out because, this thing is smoke and mirrors, and you got to know what's going on, what's propaganda, what's not. We are in the time where we supposed to be getting out of Babylon. Ahia said, come out of her, my people. And they're trying to stop the children of Israel from getting where the Most High told them to be. So they got all this smoke and mirrors going on. So you don't know what's real, what's not, but you just know you need to get out. You know the Bible. Most of you who watch this channel, you know the Bible and you know what's going on. So don't get, it's also witchcraft and sorcery going on, making it so that our people don't know whether they're coming or going. So you got to be prayed up, you got to be fasting, and you got to be obedient. Get out, get out, get out. Because they'll make it look like one thing and it's totally something else. Now we know it's going to go up here. It's going to start here. I'm not trying to play that down at all. We know that there is going to be problems here as well. But Babylon the Great will be destroyed in the midst of it. Edom is still spoken about when Christ is here, because we know in Edom, in Isaiah 63, Christ will be coming to the east. He will come to Edom and take down these nations, and this is when it's really going to be on and popping, when Christ's here. But guess what? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi is going to fight with Christ in the wilderness here. Dead Sea Scrolls, as Elder Ricard eloquently brings those things out. So we know this place is still going to be standing when Christ comes. But Babylon the Great will not be. Christ is not coming there as a man. That's the scriptures. It will be destroyed before the coming of Christ. So you need to get up out of Babylon. That's the main objective. Don't be deceived. He can switch it. He can play all the games he want to play. But we know there's nothing new under the sun. It was the priest and the elders who deceived the people in 70 AD. Okay? They were lying. They were taken down. They were bought out by our oppressors. This was what happened in 70 AD, and it happens here. It's happening here now. I gave you the evidence. The brother already gave the information about the infiltration. So, Elder Carr, he can cut it all out. He working real hard right now. That's all I can say. He's just working real, real hard. And you can see it, and you should know it. As this brother is hustling, boy, pulling out all kind of scriptures. But there's nothing new under the sun. So don't buy it, Israel. Get out, get out, get out. Okay? He like Sambo, he's shucking and jiving right now, doing the work of our enemy, telling you not to go to the safe place. Jordan is the safe place, brothers and sisters. Get out, get out, get out. Don't let nobody deceive you. He ain't that slick. He fast talking, but he ain't
that's
that.
the same
Ain't that
thing.
good.
People are getting SOS modes
Okay, let's see
on
what
there.
she's
It's happening just like it
Struggling to make your 808s hit hard while also sounding clean in the mix? Imagine if you could create unique hard.
Okay.
did before. It's like one thing, it's like a domino effect is how I feel. It is a domino effect. So I can see how if adults get, overwhelmed because so much is happening and they got to take care of, and etc. I can see how young adults who never really had to deal with anything, for myself over 50 was at that age then. It's way different. There is always something happening. They already have 2 storms out there. I think one's confirmed though. I haven't checked back, but
so now they're talking about another storm in Florida. So they really just trying to, wipe everything down real fast. So let me just get out of here with her. But just to give y'all some insight on how hard they are working to keep the children of Israel distracted, and unsettled. You can't do anything. You ain't got no money. All these things, so you can't make a move. Brothers and sisters, muster it up and get out. Get out, get out, get out. Okay, let me just go to the other video. And, I always watch this guy. He comes with a lot of information, even though he's selling his product, whatever. Oof. Okay. He's yelling. Let me put it on now. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Okay, he's giving. Listen to this. Hold on. Listen.
I have no notes. Again, I want to thank all of you tuning in. Thank you for sharing our content yesterday. We had thousands, tens of thousands of reports of bank outages, mostly at Bank of America. Also, we had some cases at Wells Fargo, Citigroup, and others. That story came from you. So again, I want to
Okay, guys, but I always forget. Please hit the like button, share, subscribe. I really need to push in the algorithm because they just totally blocked my videos. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also to my Poly Hustle channel if you get a chance. Okay, thank you guys.
thank you for alerting me to that massive story. There's been a lot of crazy anomalies happening in recent days. Again, Verizon Wireless completely down. We see the Carolinas absolutely destroyed. We saw this, of course, with Lahaina in Maui, with the residents only getting like $700 to rebuild. Like that's going to help. And they raised it $50 for North Carolina. And now the Joe Biden regime says they've run out of money. So they're literally leaving Americans hung out to dry while they just authorized like another $8 billion in funding for the wars in the Middle East and Ukraine. It is insane. If you ever thought that your government hated your guts, you now have proof of how much they absolutely have engineered all of this to destroy the middle class, to destroy you. And I wouldn't even put it past these people that this is weather warfare just to take very valuable land. Wink, wink. I think we know the truth.
I was talking. It becomes absolutely ludicrous for us to even be thinking that they're even trying to give reparations to black people who they know our kingdom is set to come, that Yeshua is coming for us, right? This is why Christ got to come. So I just thought that it's so ironic that he was saying that he was just talking to the basic white Americans. Your government absolutely hates you. So if they feel that the government absolutely hates them, can you imagine how much they hate us as, knowing who we are, Judah and Israel in Babylon, and they got to go through all this stuff because we're about to rise. So it's delusional for us to even think that they're going to give up any kind of reparations. So people, I pray that, a lot of people be thinking that way because the Most High said in the scriptures, there'll be a strong delusion. People are real delusional these days, thinking one way when it's clearly in your face the other way. So he's just saying it as a Jewish white man, because his last name is Green, so I believe he's Jewish. But it's just the information that he's given is the reason why I watch him, because he talks about banking and he talks about from an American, a white American point of view, but he's letting you know what's going on. There are those preppers and, Esau that will be called by the Most High's name, even though right now they refuse to see, or they, don't want to get the information, or whatever the reason is, because they know Christ is black too. He knows. But what I'm saying is he's letting people know that the government hates them because what they're doing, they're taking all the land, they're impoverishing people, they're just doing whatever they can. So can you imagine how they feel about Jacob in America? Don't be delusional, brothers and sisters, and thinking about reparations and you're holding on just to see, because this thing is slapping you right in the face right now. What's going on? Okay, I just wanted to bring that up as he's talking about that.
Truth about all of this. It's just absolute devastation as the U.S. now officially balkanizes with 32 days left before what many of you believe, many Americans believe, Elon Musk believes, that if Donald Trump doesn't get in, this will be the last U.S. election in American history. So just a couple hundred years. And even Elon Musk is saying, Donald Trump has said this as well, it'll be bye-bye to the constitutional republic if he doesn't get in. And many of us fear that the election will, of course, be stolen once again, just like it was done 4 years ago, according to Trump and everybody. That's what they said. So this will be my final video. And notice that it's a little quiet today. Did you notice that? The news is a little quiet. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because U.S. officials, your government that's currently not helping North Carolinian residences, residents, has authorized, along with Israel, extreme and aggressive regional war airstrikes in the Middle East to target Iran. I'm expecting the entire Middle East to be ablaze over the weekend, and they are simply just prepping now for that full-scale attack. This, of course, will be the official announcement of World War III. We've already been in World War III. I've been telling you this for several years now, that's why they did the 2008 and 09 inside scam, rig job, too big to fail, bailout scam. And it's also why they did the lockdowns, is they were just doing a wealth transfer, and then they were going to lead you into World War III, and then blame economic collapse, hyperinflation, the dollar reset, and all of the current problems on the new war. Again, that's what governments do, is they engineer by design, through intention and deception, world wars, which is how they reset target populations like they did in World War I and World War II. So this is my final video before those airstrikes commence, and my prayers are with all of you. They're going to light up the entire Middle East. What this means is it doesn't matter, in my view, I've said this for months, like years, it doesn't matter who becomes president of the United States. The president is just a puppet. Large multinational corporations like BlackRock, the deep state, and of course the criminal privately owned central bank are the real people in charge. And the presidents, even if they have good intentions, like Trump might have, are just really puppets. So it doesn't matter who gets in. If it's Trump, he inherits World War III. Congratulations, you're in World War III. If it's Kamala, you got World War III. You're in World War III. So doesn't matter which person gets in. It's one big club. You ain't in on it. George Carlin famously said that, and you got World War III. So outside of all of that, what we can expect is the following asset prices to skyrocket. Oil, I think will go to $200 to $300 a barrel. This will eviscerate the average American trying to fill up their tank at the pump, which is also what they want, because they want to force you on electric vehicles that they control through self-AI driving machines that will only be controlled and governed by the and drive you off cliffs or slam you into a wall or drive you off a cliff like Mike or Andrew Breitbart, who they got rid of and eliminated, if you aren't already aware. And so this will help propel that narrative, because they want to get rid of petrol, and they want to get rid of your ability to manually control your life. Again, the last thing that they want is you to be able to decide what is best for you, yourself, your family, your friends, and your churches. So they're getting rid of that. Oil prices to skyrocket. I'm expecting $200 to $300 a barrel. Gold prices, I think you'll see at $5,000 an ounce very shortly. Commodities will continue to skyrocket. Bitcoin will inevitably break through its 100K threshold, hitting six figures for the first time ever in just a short 10 years. So it's going to reach multi-trillions as a part of World War III, which of course is why it was designed. Real estate, islandproject.com, is going to continue to soar. All real assets not denominated in fake, scammy, fiat, worthless, hyperinflationary, too big to fail, debt, bailout, trash, U.S. fiat currencies, which you should throw in the trash or use to wipe your butt with because it's not worth anything, is going to zero. Everything else will continue to skyrocket, which is what they want. I told you it would be an affordability crisis. People said for years, well, Christopher, how are they going to accomplish the Great Reset? How are they going to do that? I said, well, they'll just make sure you can't afford anything. You won't be able to afford rent, housing, food, water, air, a car, clothing, whatever. I mean, toilet paper runs have already started. So again, the masses have already started panicking again. Toilet paper's gone at Costco. I have reports here in Phoenix, Arizona, out in places like Scottsdale. There's no toiletries. There is no paper towels. So they're running out already. Again, nothing even that crazy has happened yet. I want you to keep this in mind with your preps. Nothing even that crazy has happened yet. People have already started to panic. Bank of America checking accounts were at zero for the entire day yesterday, and Verizon Wireless had no cellular activity for going on almost 24 hours, and there's already toilet paper runs. So you can only imagine now that we're in Rosh Hashanah, okay, and this is Holy Week, and of course, October 7th is coming up. So, watch your clocks because that'll be the anniversary of the day that Israel stood down, many of us believe, because all this stuff's an inside job. 911 was an inside job. Iraq and Afghanistan were lies. There were no WMDs. The U.S. intentionally lost the war in Afghanistan. That's why Joe Biden withdrew to give power to the Taliban. The Taliban are in full control of the men, women, and children wearing burqas right now in Afghanistan. Those wars were intentionally designed to bankrupt all of you tuning in. And this is what you need to understand. This fed the military industrial complex and enriched the oligarchs that really own all of you tuning in. Again, does your vote matter? I don't think so. Will it matter who's the president of the United States? No. Can you count on hyperinflation to continue to just absolutely destroy the West? Guaranteed. It's a guarantee real estate prices will continue to soar. It is a guarantee Bitcoin will break new all-time records soon. It is a guarantee that gold and silver prices will continue to break new all-time records just like they have been. It is a guarantee rents will continue to soar. It is a guarantee oil's going up, up, up only. It is a guarantee that we're moving this direction. That's what they want. A collapse of the US dollar, a collapse of fiat. They want to take from the middle class. When they're done and it's all over, they're rolling out universal basic income after stealing all of your freedom and locking you in your houses once again like 2020. That's the game plan. I told you 2020 was a scam because all it was going to do is lead you to World War III. They were just getting logistics set up, getting ready, removing people's freedom with perfect timing for the World War, which is where we are now. So, again, get your money out of the banks, expect all real asset prices to continue to soar, expect the worst of the worst. Both parties have already said they're not even going to accept election results. So it looks like we might have a civil war on top of the World War III. And this is basically the balkanization, the dissolution of a once great country as it now breaks off, shatters into a million pieces. And the American people wake up to the hardcore reality and are then clamoring to do what? Exit the banks, buy real assets, buy what they can control, buy things that will only go up, buy things not denominated in U.S. trash fiat without any debt. It's so obvious. It's very easy to understand what's going on here. I mean, 1929, the Great Depression, the government took and stole all the farms from the people that could no longer afford their payments. Same thing happened in 2008 and 09. The banks engineered the scam. They were the ones that created the bubble. They were the ones that ripped you off. They're the ones that stole all your taxpayer bailout monies. And then what did they do? They confiscated your property, took your houses, foreclosure, short sale, ripped you off again, and they do it every single time. I mean, the fact that there hasn't been riots, which I do not promote, I promote peace here, yet blows my mind. Shows us and shows all of us how servile, compliant, weak, beta most people are, how they're just living with estrogen. They probably cut their balls off already.
I hope you can hear me. I hope you heard everything I was saying. But I just put the link in the comment section where you can get my PDF files. It's over 84 files with over 1,500 pages, 1,500 PDF pages of survival wilderness information. That's what I just put in the link. It's on my Patreon in my shop. I put the link for that and the link for just to go directly to get it. It's $24.94. You get the whole thing. And for a short time now, I'm making available the calendar from 2024 to 2032 in color. You get all those years. I'll throw that in there. I'll also throw in Kadesh, the information on Kadesh, giving you all that information on my blog spot. I printed out all those pictures and put them on PDF. You can have that for now. And also, I have the wilderness information that I put, I took excerpts from all those pages that I was going over. Also, I have that in a PDF form. So, for a short time now, these things are added as extra perks that you can get. But it won't be always available. I'm just going to say that now because I do give away the calendar every year for free. I don't charge anybody for that. I just give it a year by year. I put it on my blog spot. Just go there and download it. But, for a short time, I'm going to offer it now along with this PDF files for wilderness survival. So I pray you take advantage of it. Okay, so now, I'll let him talk a little bit more, but because he's gonna start ranting and going into his Allen Project thing. But I'll cut it off. Next, we'll go into Yada Awakening. This is part 3 of this brother just giving information on I really believe it's his awakening. He came to realize how men are supposed to operate in the earth as black men. Because black men lost their identity, they lost, their attachment to the Most High. They, under the curses, they lost everything. Most of our men, didn't know how to deal with the daughters of Zion, how to treat their women, how to treat their wives, and it's been really a horrible experience from what we have seen because of the curses and then because of all the witchcraft and all the sorcery that they are working on our people as a whole. The relationships are at an all-time low. Men don't want to marry women, women don't want to marry men, and it's really because of the curses. But now the Most High is bringing us back to the knowledge of the truth. We are learning through bits and pieces of how we are to come back to the Father, how we as a people have to operate. And I just was saying after that whole, the Kevin Samuels debacle with that foolishness and all that wickedness that these men have taken on the spirit, that the Most High released another brother who's given different type of information. And I think our brothers, if they're honest, and if they can, put down some of the baggage and the hurt and the pain that they have been through, and stop blaming women and don't put it all on women, that is part of the curses, but it's really part of the disobedience from our forefathers, that what they have gone through. So this brother really he brings it out. And although he got a lot of stuff going on, I don't agree with what he believes and none of like that, but the information is worth looking into, especially because so many of our brothers are so broken. I mean, they're damaged goods, really. Really, it's a bad state. And I know they always talking about how bad women are, but they're not looking at themselves. And once you listen to a brother like this, you really start to realize how damaged a lot of these brothers are. And I'm so thankful that this brother has awakened, and I'm so thankful that him to put out this information. It has to be the Most High in it, even though he's not calling on the Most High. He's not in the knowledge of the truth as of yet, but he do say all praises to the Most High. So he done heard that from someplace, and maybe there's a reason why he's not saying what he needs to be saying. But we're not gonna even worry about that. We just gonna chew the meat and spit out the bones, okay? Take the information, and I pray for our brothers that, I think he's even offering classes for men and, relationships. And I think brothers should consider it. I mean, I don't know totally what's going on with this brother, but I'm just saying, just to get this type of understanding, it'll be a blessing. So I'm gonna go out now. I'm just gonna play. This is part 3, and this is the last part. I mean, I can dig up some more interviews of him because I just love hearing it. I'm thankful to get it, and he went viral actually last year. I missed it. I didn't even hear about it, but I'm glad I did run across it, and I wanted to present it. And you guys, take what you can from it. Praise the higher. Okay, so let me find the video, and I'll play this last interview, and then I'm going to move on to the wilderness, which I think is very needed. Next week, we're going to go into the wilderness information, finishing off that, because I did a couple, I think I did about a part 3 on that, and then I got into something else. But I want to go back to the wilderness because I think it's very important. So let me just play this last bit.
Able to provide for his woman should not be having sex. Brothers, you can't afford sex. If you're screaming 50-50, you have no right having sex. Because if you can't provide for your woman, you can't provide for your child. 50-50 men don't deserve what 100% men get. You can't demand something from your woman that you don't deserve. You believe you deserve the same respect of a man that's handling everything by himself. 50-50 men will always be cheaters, and they always cheat below the woman. They never cheat with a woman above the woman. They always cheat below a woman. Why?
Yo, what up? It's your boy MDM Peso, and that MDM stand for $1 Million Minded. If you ain't know, welcome back to the channel. So look, right, I had a super dope brother stop by the spot to chop it up with me for a little bit today, and the convo got super heavy. He's a minister, a biochemist, an author, a humanitarian, a husband, a father, a global investor, an entrepreneur. He also has his master's in pharmacy and nursing. Just dropped the super viral video on the traditional man versus the 50-50 man, and it had the internet in a frenzy. And I'm going to tell you like this. In this interview, he's either going to ruffle your feathers and piss you off or elevate you. Enjoy. My good brother, Minister Yada, welcome to the platform, brother.
Praise, man. I'm blessed to be here, brother.
That's what it is, man. We're going to get straight into it, right? So you recently had a video go viral about the traditional man versus the 50-50 man. Why do you think that topic hit home to so many people?
It's because it hit the triggers within the brothers. You know, they know naturally within them that they have the ability to go 100, but they've never hit the full throttle. Right. So now a man has put a mirror in front of you and said, look at you. You could be doing 100. You could be doing better, but you're not. And that's what got them upset. They highly emotional right now, brother.
Okay, so how like, did you receive more love or hate for it? Like, what was the temperature?
I mean, see, one thing men have to understand, when a man is speaking about relationships and women agree, that should be a man you listen to. Now, when the women disagree, that's a man you're not listening to. Men have to stop listening to men that only men follow behind. I repeat, men have to stop listening to men that only men follow behind, especially when it comes to relationships. But to answer your question, brother, I got love, a lot of love from both sides. I got hate from both sides. And some people might even say women too. Yes, some women disliked the 50-50 conversation, because now they have to come into the reality that when their man looks at them, they don't see a person that's worth going 100 for. I'm going to repeat. A lot of women are in their feelings because they're in relationships with men that look at them every day and say, you're not worth going 100 for.
That hurts. I'd take that some type of way if I was in that position too.
Definitely.
So I understand.
Definitely.
So why do you say that men who are opposed to going 100% shouldn't be having sex?
Now we have to understand, right? Majority of men that are distracted run to pleasure. When you have no vision, when you have no dreams, no goals, nothing to reach for, the first thing you're going to settle for is pleasure. So now you're getting into a relationship with a woman first you can't afford. You can't afford her, but you're being distracted with pleasure. So now you're having sex. Now you produce a child that you can't afford. Now you can't afford the woman. You cannot afford yourself. You can't take care of yourself. And now you have a child. Why should a man with no money, no vision, because a man with vision wouldn't be distracted by pleasure, with no vision, have a child? They haven't raised themselves. They haven't become a man themselves. They don't understand how to be a man. Now they're forced to be in the role of a man. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to find some way to self-sabotage that, because that's what weak men do. They run.
Okay, understandable. So why do you say that 50-50 men, men that go 50-50 aren't quote-unquote real men?
Because to be a man, the characteristic of a man is to be a provider. This is not Yada saying men be providers. This is not Yada saying, men, you should provide, you should protect. These are duties that come down directly from God.
Right.
The woman was a gift to man. So if we're coming from a biblical sense, Adam first had to do the will of God. God said, Adam, you handle this, you handle this, you handle that. And then when God see that Adam handled that, God put Adam to rest. He got his rest. He was able to relax. And from that relaxation, from putting the work, God blessed him with a woman. And that woman was a helpmate. God didn't say, Eve, do half of Adam's job. No, nurture what Adam brings in. So if he brings in the food, you make a meal.
That's right.
If he gives you children, you raise them. If he builds a company, you nurture it. He gives you a home, you take care of it. That's a helpmate. So when this man comes in the home, he doesn't have to worry about nothing. He can say, this is my peace. But the problem is, you men have went against the grain of God. You're trying to figure out why your woman is acting so devilish and your home is full of hell. Because you're going against the will of God. Anytime you go against divine laws and divine nature, you will always fail. You will always crumble. You'll never succeed. Now, brothers, the spiritual ones, the ones that, man, I don't believe in religion and this and that, because you have these conscious pimps. You know, these are conscious pimps. These are the ones that say they know about God, they know about spirituality, they have they know about finances, but they don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. So when you tell these men they should move a certain way, they get into their emotions. No, brothers, if you're claiming to be spiritual, you know how divine the feminine energy is. The feminine energy is the most powerful energy on the planet Earth. So it must be protected. But you don't know who you are, so you don't know who she is, so you're misusing the energy. We have to get in tune on each and every level. That's mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. All praises.
So this goes into my next question. Why don't you believe that 50-50 men deserve submissive women?
Why should they? How can a woman, first we have to understand, for a woman to even be able to submit to a man must first submit to the God within himself. And when a man submits to the God within himself, he starts to elevate on each and every level. He starts to become the best version of himself. So now when the woman submits to that woman becomes the best version of herself, and then the children become the best version of themselves. So it's knowledge trickling down from God to man to woman to child. That's something you submit to. How can a woman submit to a lazy man, a complaining man, a whiny man, a nagging man, a mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and financially abusive man? That's them submitting to the devil. It's not in a woman's nature to submit to weakness. Weakness is a low vibration. A low vibration is of the devil. And now these brothers are in their feelings trying to figure out why they women not submitting to him, because you have the vibration of the devil. You have the lowest frequency known to man. That's why you get chaos in your home.
Okay. So when you did hit the internet with this subject, it created such an uproar. It ruffled so many feathers.
Right.
Why do you think men have such a problem going 100%?
Because first it ruffles so many feathers because they're seeing a young man speak in an old man's tone. They're seeing a young man speak in traditional ways. See, some people call this old souls, brother.
Right.
Oh, he's been here a few times. Man, I think I've been here a few lifetimes.
Right.
But I understand divine order. The divine order of things we have to understand is who the woman is and how to utilize her properly. You guys are out of tune with this woman. This woman can sing you a melody so sweet that can uplift you in each and every way, but you don't know how to handle her emotionally. You don't pour your intelligence in her. You don't understand the divine connection between you and God, so you can't lead her spiritually. You have to understand how to nurture her body. See, you're misusing this woman. And this is why you guys ain't succeeding and ain't growing right now in your life. But back to you, brother. Excuse me, brother. Back to you.
Oh, yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Just do your thing. But nah. But to my next question, though, we're going to move on.
Okay.
Why do you feel 50-50 men cheat so much? I heard you say that in another video before.
The reason why 50-50 men cheat, the reason why 50-50 men cheat, again, the reason why 50-50 men cheat, if it's not physically, it's emotionally. If it's not emotionally, it's spiritually. If it's not spiritually, it's mentally, because inside of their homes, they feel insecure. Their women remind them, their children remind them, their homes remind them of the men that they aren't or the levels they have not reached. So they go and find a woman that doesn't want nothing but some intercourse. You know, that devilish thing of the flesh that doesn't last too long. You know, the emotions of sin. So he goes to this woman that doesn't require much so she can make him feel like he's a man. But as soon as she starts to say she has bills, he's going to find a side chick for his side chick, because he's trying to run from the reality of him truly not being a man and not being adored, respected, and wanted in his own home. That's why these weak men cheat.
Okay. Okay. So why do you say that 50-50 men put themselves on child support?
Man, listen to me, brother. These men have no vision, so they can't even see tomorrow. Because if they seen tomorrow, they would know right now I'm not in the place I need to be dealing with a woman. So now they're dealing with a woman at their vibration, or a woman higher than them that they haven't realized how low these men are. So when they start to have intercourse with these women get emotionally attached. And then babies come. And then when a woman realizes who this man is and how this man is, she wants no parts of this man. And majority of the time, these men become stalkers. So now they got restraining orders and child support, brother. They did it to themselves.
You absolutely accountability, and they got to take that.
Come on, man.
All right. So why do you say that 50-50 men want submissive providers?
Because they want to drag. First of all, they don't understand the position that the woman's supposed to be in. And if we go to chess, we understand the queen can move in ways that the king can't. And in the game of chess, the queen was created to protect the king. But if we don't put this woman in the right environment for her to expand and heighten us mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and physically, if we don't allow her to enhance us, we fall, but we expect her to still protect us when we haven't put her in the right environment. See, a 50-50 man takes the queen off the board and throws her in the battlefield. Yes, he says, I still need you to protect me mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Come on. I still expect you to nurture me. I still expect you to cook for me, feed me, and have sex with me, even though you're working 8 to 16 hours just like me. Come on, man. Come on. They want submissive providers. These women are having mental breakdowns. These women are stuck in deep states of depression. These women are stressed. These women are suffering from anxiety. And now these men are having sex with women that just lay there, brother.
Wow.
They just laying there. They not moaning. They're not doing nothing. These men are starting to become slave masters to their women. They're literally raping their women physically, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, and financially.
Gosh almighty. Hey, makes sense. All right, so I've been rocking with you for a while, and there's something you always say that catch my attention, and I want you to explain this. When you say that 50-50 men are boys trapped in men's bodies, explain that to the people, man.
Man, we have to understand, to be a man doesn't come with age. It comes with responsibilities. I repeat, being a man does not come with age. It comes with responsibilities. There's men right now, 18 years old, taking care of their whole home, while you got men 40 years old still living and sleeping on a couch in their mother's home. Those are boys trapped in men's bodies. They look like men. They can produce children like men. But when it comes to acting like men, they can't. They resort to being back to children again. They want women to take care of them. They usually hang out with younger men because the older men know they're nothing. We have to understand what's really going on. These type of brothers tend to live in their second childhood, their third childhood, their fourth childhood, their fifth childhood, brother. These are boys trapped in men's bodies.
I know a couple of them. For real, man, throughout life.
Right.
So look, check it. A lot of people want to know.
Let's get it.
Why did you transition from speaking about health so much to speaking about relationships so much nowadays?
Man, see, this is what people have to understand, brother. I never transitioned from health. The foundation to health, the foundation to everything great first starts in the family structure. If you want to eat right, be nurtured right on each and every level, it first starts in the family structure. If I can get man and woman to understand their roles, I can get beautiful and strong and intelligent to children to start to rise. So they're getting triggered while I'm giving enlightenment. They're being triggered because I'm pulling the demons up out of them and they don't like how it feels. So when I say you can do better, they say no. When I say love your woman, they say no, bro. These are the demons within these brothers, man. I'm electrifying them. I'm elevating them, bro. I'm shocking their hearts, their souls, and their minds, brother. I'm saying, brother, you can be a 100. You don't have to be 50-50. Brother, you can take care of your wife. You can take care of your children. You can take care of your parents all by yourself because you are mighty, mighty, mighty man. There's nothing more powerful. There's nothing more amazing. And there's nothing more beautiful you. But to the men that are comfortable, you aren't men. And in the midst of war, I would not stand beside you because you are equivalent to men in the midst of war with no arms.
That's deep. All right. Okay. So I have a high viewer, a male viewer.
Right.
You know what I mean? So speak to them when I ask you this question.
Okay.
What is the foundation of becoming a successful man?
The foundation to becoming a successful man. The foundation to elevating yourself in each and every way is self-love. Now, a lot of people might say, Yada, what is self-love? Self-love is only doing things and adding things to your life and your body that elevates you and removes anything from your life and your body that tears you down on each and every level. Self-love is the highest frequency known to man, and we must embrace it. We must properly love ourselves. But before we can love ourselves, we have to understand ourselves, and not to understand the best parts of us, but the hells and the scars and the childhood traumas that we've been through. We must get in tune.
Okay. So what is a man?
A man is second to God in physical form. A man is a provider. A man is a leader. A man is a guide. A man is a protector mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, provider mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially. A man is the roof to his home. The man is the floor to his home. The man is the proper foundation when he stands on truth, justice, righteousness, freedom, equality. This is what a man is. A man is the physical form, the representation of God. A man must understand who he is. Tilt your crowns and remember who you are. Can nothing break you.
That's what's up. All right, so what is love?
Love.
A lot of people get it confused.
Man, brother. Love is peaceful. Love is calm. Love is warm. Love is understanding. Love is bright. Love is loud. Love is quiet. Love is embracing. Love is loyal. Love is wise. Love is knowledgeable. But what love isn't, it isn't conditional. It isn't dysfunctional. It's not painful. It's not confusing. We've been confused on what love is because we've been taught love from broken people. We've been taught love from people that love from hurt places. You'll never understand love if you don't forgive. You will never understand love if you don't forgive. If you don't forgive the ones that hurt you, lied on you, betrayed you, you have to let these things go, because when you find true love, you don't find nothing but true love. All praises due. Love is God.
Okay, that's what's up. A lot of people think love is getting beat on and she ran up on me and hit me. She must love me to do that. That's delusional.
That's dysfunctional, brother.
Right. Okay. So, explain an unsubmissive woman and how to fix that for my brothers out there.
There's no such thing as an unsubmissive woman. All women submit in the midst of divine masculine energy. I repeat, there's no such thing as an unsubmissive woman because God put it in her nature to submit. The problem is she will only submit to a man that first submitted to vision, a man that first submitted to respect, love, honor, and God. These brothers ain't worthy of submission and then want to complain about why women don't submit. All women submit, brother. They submit in the presence of divine masculine energy.
Okay. All right. So let's jump back on this health thing real quick.
All praises.
I seen where you said that you cured your mother of cancer. Speak on that.
We have to be mindful how we use that word cure, brother. They'll run up in the studio upon us, brother.
Right.
But yes, I've been blessed, man. All praises be to the Most High to be able to extend the life of the woman that brought me into the world. See, this is a different type of flex. Okay. My mom had bone cancer, brother. So I removed certain things from a diet that were bringing acidity and toxicity and that was ripping apart her immune system, breaking down her liver and kidneys, because when the liver and kidneys go, it's kind of hard to start to remove diseases of the mind and body because these are the detoxifiers.
Right.
So I removed the toxicity from the diet, the drinks, pure water, pure food that comes strictly from God. I'm talking about plants. And then I gave her an apple of Eve, which feeds every cell in your body while removing cellular waste. And boom, my mother's bone cancer is gone, brother. My kidneys and liver was better and rejuvenated themselves when they was falling apart, bro. I was highly obese, brother. So I stand on it. You know, I gave it to my beautiful queen before she gave birth the whole time. No prenatals, bro. Pure energy, pure nutrition, pure vitamin. I call it God in the Bible. I mean, in a bottle, brother. I call it God in a bottle because everything that is in the ingredients are manufactured and created by God, man.
Okay. And that's your apple of Eve.
Apple of Eve, man. It feeds every cell in your body while removing cellular waste.
Okay. And when did you come up with this product?
Man, I came up with this product when my wife got pregnant with our king in training. I wanted to make sure she was properly nurtured. You know, I wanted to make sure she got the nourishment that she could get from God. I didn't want to go to no toxic medication.
So this was made, you know, out of love for your family at first.
Yes.
And now you just giving it to your extended family.
For sure.
Okay.
So after I see what it did for my family, I gave it to the world.
That's righteous.
Facts.
Okay. That's what it is, man. Well, look, I don't want to hold you much longer, man. I appreciate you coming by, brother. You know, I know you got to hop on that flight and get up out of here. So, hey, let them know where they can find you at.
Hey, man, you guys can follow me at TikTok at Yada Awakening, Instagram, Yada_Awakening, YouTube, Yada Awakening, and Facebook, Yada. And I also want to say, man, I'm blessed to be here with MDM Television, man, $1 Million Minded. You already know.
Appreciate you, brother.
Definitely, brother.
All right, peace.
Peace.
I appreciate y'all for tuning in. A lot was talked about in that conversation, and I'd love to hear how y'all feel about what he said in the comment section. Now, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and go check out the merch at $1milliondollarminded.com. Everything is fire. Until next time, peace.
I just wanna live my life to the fullest, to the fullest.